We all want to change the world, but where do we start? Most of us believe that change is like a fast train hurtling by us all the time, and all we have to do is jump on. But real change agents know that it is harder than that. They didn't wait for change to come hurtling by them at the most convenient time. The people who have changed the world made a choice. They decided the way things were wasn't good enough for them, and instead of waiting on the world to fix their problems, these leaders, inventors, entrepreneurs, saints, missionaries, politicians, and leaders decided to change things themselves. So instead of jumping onto a passing train, these leaders built the train, laid the tracks, started the coal burning, and even got out and pushed the train to impossible speeds. So, how does this great change start? The change starts with I could. One day in Cleveland, Ohio, a man witnessed a traffic accident between a horse carriage and an automobile. This man decided that safety was a problem, and he decided to do something about it. In 1923, Garrett Morgan patented the first traffic light. Change starts when people acknowledge that something is wrong, and instead of sitting back and complaining about this problem, they decide to do something about it. These visionaries dreamed of the way things could be, and this dream would spark inside them a fiery passion that would drive them to success. And all this started when they believed they could. After I could comes I will. On July 4th of the year 1776, 56 men made a very important decision. These men decided to lay down their lives for the idea of freedom. And these traitors declared on that day in Independence Hall their freedom from English tyranny. It is much easier to give up on our dreams and continue with the status quo than to follow them. Change will not be achieved easily. It will require blood, sweat, tears, and a lot of heartache. Revolutionists must make a very important decision of whether or not to give up on our dreams or to fight for them. With this decision, though, they can turn their dreams into reality and turn I could do this into I will do this. From I will to I did. From losing his business, his sweetheart, numerous seats in Congress, and even the vice president nomination, Abraham Lincoln had many setbacks. However, that did not stop him from running for presidency in 1860 and becoming one of our most famous presidents. These change agents may not achieve their dreams the first time, but they are able to learn from their mistakes and try again. Because they believe in themselves and what they're fighting for, they will eventually be able to exclaim, I did. Now, in order to change the world, you don't have to invent a safety device, start a revolution, or even become president. All you have to do is follow your dreams. Now, for the last 4 years, I've been going to leadership conventions and I've heard a lot of speakers. And the one thing I know is in order to have a good speech, you have to have a personal story. I'm about to tell you all a secret that no one here knows, and even I have forgotten. If you ever thought that learning or school was easy for me, you were wrong. When I was younger, I could barely talk, and all my words were blended together, and I could hardly enunciate anything. It got to be so bad, I had to go to speech therapy classes. If you would have saw me then, you would have seen a girl who could barely speak, with barely average grades, and who hated to read. But you have never thought that one day she'd be standing in front of her whole class, delivering her commencement speech. And if a little lost girl could do all of that, think of all the amazing things that you can do. In the end, it doesn't matter whether or not you change our world, our country, or even our town. The only thing that matters is that you change yourself enough to try. So what is your dream? Just remember, I could change the world, I will change the world, and finally, I did change the world. The change starts when you find something wrong. The change starts when you decide that you want more. The change starts when you follow your dreams and never give up. The change starts with you. Thank you.